Hey everyone, I am working on a thing. I am I'm very out of it. I've been out of it for a bit. I think it's just like allergy medicine and all that crap, but you know. So I decided to stream anyways, though, because I wanted to... Well, for the main reason was because I wanted to plug my new website. Right now, I'm plugging the stream everywhere. So... Also, just want to let you know, my face cam might freeze up. I don't know what's wrong with my webcam. I think I need to get another one. But yeah, I'm pulling up the chat on my tablet right now, and then we'll get started. I also need to pull up some music so that you guys aren't just listening to complete and total silence. Just a second here. Let's start with a Gumi cover. Since it was her birthday the other day. This one. This one got, like, no attention. Also, like, my ears are plugged up and everything sounds quieter than usual. So I don't know why that is. We'll get started here in a second. Oh, hi, Yos! You made it! Nice! I'm still getting things set up. Because I'm not organized. Who wants me? Oh, it's Kid. Nice. Alright. Hey, Kid! Glad you made it, too. I'm gonna try and adjust my laptop without freezing the face cam. It might freeze. But hopefully not. So... we're all ready to go. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this is a bank I'm otoing for violin. It's VCV with CV... and it's VCV with CV-VC elements to it. But hello, you guys! Thank you for joining me. Before we get started, normally I go over like I do a little tutorial segment. This is not Cherry. Cherry's VCV is actually done. This is a commission from Violin that's VCV with some CV-VC things mixed in. I'm just trying to find my place. I wasn't this far down. Hey! But I wanted to point out, instead of the tutorial portion of this live stream, I will redirect you to the link in the description, which links to my, extensive Utao tutorial site. Now please keep in mind, that those tutorials were meant to be read in order. So you start with Unit 1, Lesson 1, and you go all the way up until what you wanted to learn to. It's very important because I cover a lot of basic theory in the early tutorials, and a lot of the later tutorials refer to stuff that you learned in the earlier ones. But yeah, hi y'all, thanks for coming. We're gonna find where the hell I was. Because I am... No, I wasn't this far down. I might work on Cherry if I finish this for a bit, because I do have an R pacing pitch that I need to do for her. No, I did all of this. I remember doing this, because this is like the clusterfuck. Maybe I was a little bit further down than I thought. Yeah, it's Otoing is a process. It's a process that you really need to, like, put dedicated time aside into learning. Like you can't just... Maybe I did. Was I really this far down? No. Okay, now I see it. What the heck? Okay, apparently I'm just blind. Hi, Dan! And also sorry, Dan! And Mei and Koa. Oh, wow, there's a lot of people here. Thank y'all for coming. Obviously, this isn't gonna be the most entertaining thing ever. But... I don't know, you might learn something. Target tone... Sorry, I gotta reset the target tone because it was on F4 for Cherry. There we go. Okay. I am Otoing a bank for violin. I'm not really sure what the Utao is called. But... Let's see... Why does everything sound quieter than usual? Is it just my allergies being strange, or... Oh yeah, no, everything is... Somehow the volume mixer is... strange. Interesting. Okay, the volume might go a little weird for a second. Hold on. I need to synchronize all this shit. Okay, maybe not. Huh.
Spending time alone with each other, saying things that sounded just like the other. To these the people dreaming out the life they have. Living in the dark, I know there's hope for us. In the form of fleeting happiness.
Okay, yeah. Night, Dan. Sorry that the volume was weird. I don't know how that happened. For some reason in the volume mixer, Chrome and the system sounds were turned like all the way down. But yeah, for more information about how I'm doing all of this, I have the tutorial site linked in the description. Just make sure you read them in order, or else it's not going to make sense. I mean, the basics of it is You want the overlap to be... It's like if you look at the vowel here, you notice how like it's really consistent beforehand and then it goes a little bit weird before the consonant. You want the overlap to be like right before it gets weird. And then you want the pre-utterance to be at the beginning of the first vowel. I mean, you know, this vowel. I'm tired. I'm really not all there today. Alright. Okay, come on. But yeah, that site will tell you absolutely everything about my Otoing methods, like everything. I keep getting distracted by Discord being like, hey, there's new messages, like, it's fine, Discord. Sure I'm not frozen. Okay. But yeah, thank y'all for coming. That's I'm really glad you showed up. Feel free to like ask me questions and stuff. Like I live for interactions. Okay. Hey Jingo! Thanks for coming! I'm Otoing stuff. Also, I have a tutorial link down below. People watching this on archive are gonna be really frustrated with me saying that every 5 minutes, but I spent 2 whole days with nothing but writing that website. And, I would like for people to use it. Or at least know about it so they can send it to people when they're all, how do I Otoing? Yeah. Because, like, I was like, you know, everybody keeps talking about how much they like my Otos. And as much as my low self-conscious, as much as my low self-esteem would like to not believe them, there is a significant lack of really good, in-depth Otoing tutorials on the internet. So I was just like, alright, I'm just gonna write down my whole entire... I cannot Oto outside of set param. If I Otoed in a Tau, I would die. Like, it takes so long, and you can't see anything. And you can't see anything. And honestly, the site I made goes over set param too. It takes so long, and you don't have the spectrum, like you can't see anything. I don't know how you guys live. Fair. Totally fair, Yappy. Yeah, no. That takes so long. Just look at the spectrum. It goes there. That goes there. And, that's fine. Done. Never need to touch it again. Done. Never need to touch it. Yeah, no, don't torture yourself. Just do it the easy way. Don't torture. Do it the easy way. Like that's the thing about that's the thing about Utao. It doesn't take as many shortcuts as possible whenever possible when you are doing anything regarding Utao, because there's no sense in doing it the hard way. there's just no sense. It doesn't benefit anyone, it doesn't make a difference. The only difference it makes is how much time you spend on it, unnecessarily, because there's an easier way. And that way, instead of spending like 500 years trying to get down the basics without any help, you can actually start refining your craft. Yeah, this is a VCV bank with CVVC elements and also ending consonants. And like, you're seeing how fast I'm switching lines, right? Like, this could be you! In Separam. This could be you. Like, I barely have the patience for Otoing in general. If I had to Oto anything bigger than a CV in Utao, I would die. I really should. Yeah. 12 seconds? Want to actually see what you're doing when you're editing the Oto line? Oh, I know. That's the other thing. It's so tedious, because, like, you have to open the editing window, and then close the editing window, and then set, and then open the editing window, and then close the editing window, and then you have to press set every time you... Alternatively, you can... There's a whole set param tutorial on YouTube. It'll set it up just like this, exactly the way I'm doing it. Or, hear me out, you could just use Separam. Switch to Separam and save 5 minutes on every line. Yeah, for real. And like when you accidentally forget to save the Oto and then close your Tao. No. Separam keeps a backup. That's enough. That's enough for me to never Oto in your Tao again. But yeah, set param. Not only is it faster, but you can see what you're doing, and also it saves a backup, so if you accidentally exit without saving or your computer dies or something, it's there, and you will not... you don't have to kill yourself. That's my dad. He's picking up something he's drinking. I also want to point out that in set param, and you can't see it with the way I have the windows set up in Orimo, but in the bottom left corner, it has the line that you are on out of the total number of lines in the Oto. Like, I am on line 1,142 out of 1,628. As opposed to just having an endless chart in Utao with no end in sight. Like, you can look at the bottom corner and just be like, oh, I actually am making progress. Welcome to Set Param Plug the Stream. Today we are discussing our... Today we are discussing our Lord and Savior Set Param. Yeah! Good luck at work, dude. Good. Yes, join us. Yes. Yeah, and again, I hope my site is a good resource. It should be. I kind of typed everything I know. Like, I kind of wanted to structure it like an online class almost, where like you start with the first lesson and then you go all the way through it, and by the end you know what you're doing. My dad's here again. Yeah. Hopefully it's not too confusing. I am aware that sometimes my bedside manner is not good, but... Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. So yeah, normally when I Oto banks like this that have end consonants, I Oto the end consonants with the pre-utterance after the beginning of the consonant and like before any aspiration or stuff, because that way when you use it in the middle of a line, you don't have to worry about making it gigantic just so that you can hear the consonant. It's alright, Koa. Totally fair. Hey, you know, at least now I don't have to, like, tell people they missed the tutorial segment, because the only tutorial segment is the link in the description to my site. Yeah, it was great. I didn't comment on it or anything because I'm just so freaking dead today, but yeah, it was good. It was good stuff. Nothing is worse than the feeling when you're like, oh yeah, that's where it goes and everything's gonna work out, and then you scroll over and look at the overlap and it's like, oh. Well, that's not the numbers I wanted. I also tend to forget what's on my clipboard quite a lot. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I'm happy with how it came out. I'm also just generally happy with how Bunny's newest English bank came out, because it doesn't get better. It's not going to get better than this, because I'm never working on it again. I say, even though I've been considering adding a C4 pitch to even out or lower range. Nice! Also, I want to point out the tutorial site had got like over 500 page views in like the 2 days it's been up. Yeah. Yeah, this song is great. Also, I forgot to hit shuffle. Hold on. Oh, that's way too big, yeah. That's not gonna work. There we go. Gosh, the other day, I was musing about, like, what if you made a VCV list? Dude, do it. But yeah, I was just sort of thinking to myself, what if I made a VCV list that was, only the sounds you need for Japanese. Nothing else. Because a lot of lists include extra sounds like T and D. And that really just improves, like, loan words and stuff like that, but you don't technically need it for a Japanese voice bank. Or at least a Japanese-only voice bank. Would you just work with me? Thank you. Jesus. And I was thinking about it and I was like, that would be so hard. It's like, what would you do with the T and D strings? Like, you have to... Obviously, you could substitute to with su, because you don't need the other TS sounds, just that one. But like, what about the E sounds? And then what about the Ys and the Ws? Like, what are you gonna do there? Yeah, this is a duet mix with Pikiyune Aiko and Mako V3 power, I believe. I don't actually have Mako. Levi does, and I asked him to do the renders for me. Oh, that's gonna suck. Yep. I am hoping to finish this pitch today. The other pitch Violin sent me was incomplete, so that won't take too long, so this is the bulk of the commission. By the way, I also do commissions, and they are also linked on my website. That is linked in the description. Everything is linked. That's the kind of person I am. Like, just link everything to everything. Only thing is, I agreed to Odo a art pacing pitch for free art. And man, art pacing sucks, but their art is so good! Yes, everything should be linked to everything.
Tell me what is on your mind. Let me, 'cause I'd like to know what the hell is going on.
It's a good one. I had to convert the USD from art pacing to VCCV, but man, the tuning just, that's good shit. Let's get started with the he said, she said. Sometimes it just doesn't go on as planned. Started out so simple and innocent. So simple and innocent. Perfect.
Chemistry like apple and cinnamon. Like apple and cinnamon. Like apple and cinnamon. Like apple and cinnamon. I can't believe that you and me were falling.
But yeah, my most general advice for Utao that I can give you is just work smarter, not harder. Don't make it any harder on yourself than it has to be. Take any shortcuts, tutorials, help that you can find. Do it. Take advantage of it, because it's just not worth the time and effort when there are easier options available. Shoot. Why?
Happiness don't last that long. But let me
Honestly, this cover spawned like an entire alternate universe fan canon with Emo and Bunny. Like, there's a whole timeline and everything. I was gonna write a fan fiction and I just never got around to it. Yeah, the things Yos and I get up to when we work together. Yeah. Hey, Koa. Koa, it's your song. Also, normally I don't include, like, the yeah blends in Japanese-only Otos, but since violin included end consonants, it's obvious he has other plans for this bank. But just for the record, for the Japanese Oto only, these kind of sounds are not necessary. I tend to cut them out because it just makes a lot more work for me, and most people will never use them. What's another Kawarta song? It's funny though, because everyone who hears me sing is like, wow, you have such a good voice, and then I hear me sing on a recording and I'm like, ew, no, get it away. Ew. Oh, hey, Ario! I am doing the Otoing. Welcome to the stream. It's probably kind of boring, but... But I did link my tutorial in the description, so if you want to learn more about my method, start at the beginning. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. Start at the beginning and then work your way onwards. Because the later tutorials rely on theory that is taught in the earlier ones. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know, like, Otoing isn't very entertaining, but it is oddly relaxing in some places, like... Like, I found if I'm really stressed or, like, really anxious, I can just turn on Satram and some music and just go. Oh gosh! It's funny because I used to say Otto instead of Oto because I'm an American and terrible. And I don't know if you know about the AutoZone commercials. Look, the car company has... Oh my god. Get in the zone. In the zone. In the zone. So yeah, that was a pun, but only a pun because of my stupid American accent. I mean, honestly, I can go for hours as long as it's something like VCV like this, where it's just like, okay, you put the thing there and then you change this and then it's done. Why would you do that? Yeah. I used to when I watched TV, so I believe you. Oh, damn it. Yeah, the only time I really find Otoing extremely frustrating is, like, in things like art pacing, where you have to manually set every line. Like, you can't just paste in values, and it's close enough that you don't have to do that much work. Art pacing is death to Oto. Oh my god. First of all, it's just as big as a VCCV Oto, only with a shitty base Oto, and almost no guidance. Second of all, like I said, every line has to be manually adjusted. You can't just plug in numbers into your base Oto and then, okay, well that's close enough, move on. Oh gosh. Second of all, having to Oto duplicates frustrates me as a concept. Because... And, like, that's the thing! You have to use the more sampler Oto, because the file names are just numbers. They mean nothing. So if you want to alias this in a remotely efficient way, you have to use the more sampler Oto. And the more sampler Oto is trash. Like, more sampler does okay with VCV. Like it's decent for a base Oto for you to go in and fix her yourself. Like, okay, so the only art pacing bank that I have made, and will ever make in my entire life, because I'm never doing that shit again. The Oto is the same size as VCCV, if you don't limit the duplicates. They are exactly the same size. If you limit the duplicates, you can cut out about probably 500. Yeah. Anyone who knows me knows that the only English method I will ever recommend to anyone is VCCV. Like, it's the most complete, it's the most used, it has the best tutorials. There's nothing else will ever compare to the amount of resources and guidance you will find on VCCV. Our pacing is just a pain. It was not created very well. It's kind of a pain to record in my experience. It's definitely a pain to Oto. And it's a pain to use. Yes! The other... Yeah. Our pacing is super difficult to use. I mean, Delta English, from what I've seen, I don't know much about it. It's decent. It's still kind of limited and it's missing some things. The main thing is it's extremely inaccessible to English speakers. Because the blog, the reckless downloads, everything, every resource on Delta English is in Japanese. Everything. And the phonetic system only makes sense if you study phonetics, which most people do not. Like, I found the VCCV English system phonetics easy to learn from my language background. Like they make sense from how sounds tend to be. Yeah. It's still good, though. Like, I've still heard good stuff made with it. It's just, it's limited. And I can see why it would be more accessible to non-English speakers, because the phonetic system is more based in phonetics than how words, how you would think to pronounce a letter. Yeah. It's kind of awkward to have a system for a language that isn't really that accessible to people who natively speak that language. I don't know, that's weird in my mind, but I can totally, it has its place and its uses. That's weird. Oh yeah, no. I've heard your English versus your Delta versus VCCV bank, and the VCCV one sounds so much better. But I can see how VCCV would be a little hard for non-native speakers to grasp.
I see how she fixed her affection. I tried to understand everything.
Fun fact, what you're listening to now is the first VCCV UST I ever produced.
I'm just a hopeful fool. To her I'm nothing, we weren't anything. Just a basic test, an experiment. I know it's pointless, I know it's worthless, but I won't give up, I won't surrender. I won't let him steal you from me. I'll save you, and then you will love me. I won't let you do this to yourself. I'll save you. We're perfect together. I don't get why she's not listening.
Because, like, I remember the first time I used Tato's English input plugin, because I had just discovered that you have to use the phonetics instead of the actual words. Potato's English Make was the first Utah I ever downloaded. And I remember looking at the phonetics and going, this makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. And I remember